You want me to try and find
So I'm
someone?
here with Dr. Reza Mia. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, wow, that's him. Yeah, check what they're doing. They're doing these things. You must watch us. You must watch us. Are you guys ready? Is that my camera first? Right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Magnanimous Curiosity with me, Joey Rasdien. And today, we're with Dr. Reza Mia.
Sorry.
Wait. Just hang on. Just hang on. You mustn't make like you know me.
Oh,
Welcome here to Magnanimous Curiosity. You with me here, Joey Rasdien. And today I have an esteemed person sitting right next to me. He can actually make me look younger. Please welcome Dr. Reza Mia.
hello, hi. It's a Riyadh Musa. It's not a Riyadh Musa show.
No, this is Magnanimous Curiosity. It's where we ask questions from a good place. And I see you ask that question from a good place, thinking that I'm Riyadh. You know plastic surgery can do these things.
It can, and aesthetic medicine too.
Aesthetic medicine. And that's what you're into. I see you've got lots of abbreviations on here.
Well, the full words are too long.
Yeah,
But-
MBBCH, MBA, MCS, FUN, adver. So you are actually a doctor and a finance person.
Yeah, I guess it's nice to be diverse.
What is this anti-aging art?
Do you know why I came up with that name? It's for people to understand that aesthetic medicine is not about putting injections in people's faces. It's not as simple as if you went for a vitamin B injection. You know, you put it in the muscle, it's there, you're in the safe zone, you're fine. It's very much art. So using filler, using botulinum toxins and threads, it's not something that you can work off a template from. So very much it's an art side. You need both sides of your brain. And so anti-aging art is to get people to understand that what we work with is a mix of science and art.
So if you want to draw a good canvas, you need to have a canvas plus you have to have the paint.
You need to have the best paint, the best brushes, but still, the best paint and the best brushes in hands that don't know what they're doing won't give you a masterpiece. And every patient is a masterpiece.
So you worked on Tamara Day.
We did, yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you this? What is a PRP facial rejuvenation?
So that's where we take your blood,
Yeah.
we spin it in a centrifuge, we take the platelet-rich plasma
Yeah.
with the concentrated white blood cells,
Uh-huh.
we activate them so that we get more release of your platelet-derived growth factors. And what that does in your body is wherever you put it, it's actually quite an idiot-proof treatment. Because wherever you put it, it will give you benefit. If you put it into the face,
Yeah.
you get treatment of scars, acne scars, acne itself, lax skin, pigmentation marks, fine lines, wrinkles. If you put it in the head, you grow hair. If you put it in the body, you know, you can create a subtle breast enlargement, subtle. You can use it for injuries, tendinitis, joints. We do that with the physios. And
So you can help your patella.
exactly.
Okay.
For even osteoarthritis, tendinitises,
Would
we do
you
a
say,
VNP shot.
what's
So-
a VNP shot?
So for men, it makes it bigger and work better. And for women, it helps them, especially after
Wait!
menopause or after.
Wait, before you go any further, this here is my routine here. This is my routine. So, sorry, I have this thing. It's called energizing. It's called a energizing face, hydrating face mask. Does this
Looks
work?
like you can use this for heists.
Yeah, you can use it
Use
for
it for
eyes. Yeah, but would you say this work?
I would say that as part of a holistic program to look after your skin,
Yeah.
this would be important. On its own, it wouldn't give you everything that you need.
Okay. Then, how about this one?
The same. It's nice as part of a holistic routine where
So,
we would use
okay,
toxins
but-
and fillers.
That is holistic. So that one and this one together. Is that holistic?
Well, no, that's part of holistic. It's one piece of the pie, maybe 5%.
Okay, so this is anti-fatigue. Would you say I need more? Would you say I need a PRP?
I think PRP benefits everyone, and it's not something that you can do too much of. So I think it would be nice for you, but also maybe some toxins, some fillers. I think you'd like it if you come past.
Okay, I would like the injection because I have these things. Do you know what's these things?
No,
These things is apparently to make it bigger, like you say. You say
How?
you can give the injection for the girl and for the guy. What's it? What did you call it?
The P shot and the V shot.
The P shot and the V shot. So, but this thing here, would you recommend it after the P shot for? Would you recommend this?
It is used or not used?
No, it's used.
Oh, okay. So I'll just look from far, but you don't need this after the P shot.
You don't need this. But if you don't have a P shot, can you use this?
As long as you don't keep it on for too long, because you can cause damage.
What type of damage?
If you keep blood in that area for too long, you can
Yeah.
start to create scar tissue,
Scar tissue.
and then you can cause permanent damage to your
Total manicu.
organs. Yes.
So the V shot and so I fail to understand. You say the P shot makes it bigger for the total maniki and the V shot makes it how for the V.
So if you imagine what you're doing is you're taking that tissue and you're improving the quality and enhancing the way that it works. So if you do that in a circle, it all gets smaller because it now becomes thicker and softer and it works better. So especially after childbirth or postmenopausal women,
Can you remove tattoos?
somewhat. Some of them, and what we use, we've made up ways of working together with all of the different elements. So for example, to make sure that people don't scar from the laser that removes the tattoos, we use botulinum toxin in that skin to stop the hypertrophy of the scarring. And then we also use platelet-rich plasma and that type of thing to soften the actual scar that comes from the laser that removes the tattoos.
Is that painful?
No.
Ha.
We numb the skin with
Yeah.
creams, and now we've been working with different types of vibration on the nerves directly to confuse them so that people don't feel as much. And I think what we should be able to do in time to come is remove the need for numbing creams and anesthetic injections just by using different types of signals to the nerves.
Would you say nitrous oxide is part of that signals to the nerves?
Not something that we would use.
You wouldn't use nitrous oxide.
Remember, our patients come in, they numb, they get the injections, and even things like they call it a lunchtime rhinoplasty, because we can change the shape of a nose with some fillers during lunchtime, and you can go back to work without real downtime. So once you start giving people anesthetics that alter their consciousness, you then have to make sure that they recover. You have to have resus equipment. They need somebody to drive them around and take them home.
But the FDA in America, because there's this doctor, you know him, his name is Stephen Mulholland.
Yes.
He's a brave man. He says that nitrous oxide releases serotonin and dopamine, and that confuses the brain for happy thoughts. And FDA approved it now that you can use nitrous oxide for 10 minutes.
So they've been using it with the dentist for a long time.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
The problem is
Laughing gas.
that laughing gas, exactly. You must use it in your shows.
I must stand there with the laughing gas. Hey.
That's a joke. Don't use it.
No,
Because-
but you can.
No, it's dangerous.
That's a
It can
good-
be dangerous.
Okay.
It can kill you if you have too much of it.
But that's why you have to have a 50% nitrous oxide and 50% oxygen. You can't just have 70% nitrous oxide because that will open up the capillary arteries in your heart and then you'll get idiopathic hypertension.
And you will reduce the oxygen in your blood. So
And then your SpO2 is going to go
gonna
down.
drop. But mainly, you don't need it when it
Yes.
comes to aesthetics, because the stuff we use, tiny needles, effective techniques to make sure that it hurts less. We make it nice. It's like this. You don't feel like you're in a hospital. It's a nice house, music is playing, the rabbits are running. So you don't feel like, oh no, I'm about to have a medical procedure. It takes away the anxiety, and that's half the pain. So you don't really need heavy anesthetics when you do the things that we do.
Okay, so I can just come and smoke proper dopamine and then I'll be fine.
We don't
Like
want to.
the auntie that's got a whale. You know that whale? You
Yes.
can FedEx it to your house.
You don't need that either.
You don't need
No,
cannabis.
no, no.
oil.
You don't need that. I mean, it's really very. We have some patients who come to us and say, I've given birth to babies. I don't feel anything. Just inject me. And they really don't.
Really? Okay. What about liposuction? Do you think I will qualify for liposuction?
So, there's two ways of getting rid of fat. Well, three. Let's call it three ways. The
Right.
one for free, where you go to gym and you eat better. This is something we advise to all our patients.
Okay, so you say to go to gym and eat better, so you have to go to a dietitian.
Not necessarily. I mean, we all know the truth. We know that eating carbs, excess sugar, fat, all the good stuff, you know, that you crave. These are all the things that are bad for you for fat, because it's energy dense. Eating lots of vegetables, the thing that your mother said you must eat when you were small. Lots of veggies, lean meats, no chicken skin, no KFC type of things like fried chicken. These are things, if you eat less of, you know, you eat the healthy stuff, you will lose weight because your energy in will be less than your energy out. So the gym increases your energy output, and then it's a simple matter of tipping the scale. Where you get stubborn fat that doesn't go away, then we use the non-invasive methods like the cryosculpting, the fat freezing.
So cryosculpting sounds like something of Superman that they froze and then he's coming out in the olden days.
Kind of, that's not exactly.
Okay, then what is it? Explain to me.
So we basically freeze the fat.
Yeah.
It kills the fat cells.
Yeah.
And that fat is released in the local area. Your white cells eat this fat and they swell. So the volume still hasn't changed throughout this process. As you clear your white blood cells, then you start to see the change in the volume, and that
Where do you
happens over
clear
3
those
months.
white cells?
It goes into your blood and then you excrete them, like
Oh,
you do
through
with
your
any-
liver and your kidneys
Yeah.
and your duodenum.
No.
Oh. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thank you, boss. Thank you. I like your shirt. Sure, thank you. Okay, go now, Chris. Go. Go, it's
Thank
fine.
you, Chris.
Chris has been hearing you speak about diet and speaking about certain things. So this is peach and apricot, 5 roses tea, and this is chai spice, 5 roses tea. Is this good for you for your diet? Which one would you like?
I think either one of these teas, if you don't add sugar or milk, will be really good for you. Too much tea or coffee actually gives you fat deposition around your, like the
Okay.
spare tire area.
Yeah.
So too much is bad.
Okay. So, but I also heard that tea sometimes is a diuretic.
It is,
So you can
always.
So you can lose weight if you drink the certain types of tea.
Not the weight you want to lose.
Ah.
So you'll lose water, which
Yeah.
is bad. You want to keep
Okay.
water unless you're retaining water, which is not.
Right.
Most people, when they're bigger, it's because they have eaten too much energy over the previous few years.
Okay. So let's leave this tea here. I've learned so much things from you today. Now, here I have some more stuff here.
Okay.
Is this good for your eye area?
You know what I think about when I think about products
Yes.
is you only absorb 4% of the active ingredients in these products.
And
So-
what is the active ingredient in that product?
Well, I couldn't say without the box.
Oh.
Now,
Okay.
another trick you must use is when you look at the box,
Yeah.
the top ingredient is what's in the highest concentration or makes up most of the product.
Yeah.
And it's listed in order of the
Yeah.
concentration. That's why most of them you'll see is water.
Ah. So
So-
here's another one.
Okay. It
That's
also,
for defense, man.
it also doesn't have the box that shows you the ingredients. But the trick, to look for the active ingredients and see whereabouts in that whole scheme of things they're placed. If they near the bottom, you know they're kind of in there just for the name. If they closer up to the middle, you'll get some effect. If they're higher up, you get more of an effect. But some of the companies will make a very expensive cream and they'll justify it by saying we've got so much of active ingredient X.
Yeah.
But remember,
Xylitol.
only, for example, X is for unknown.
Oh.
So-
I thought it's xylitol.
It could be xylitol, but
Okay.
you'll only absorb 4% of that. So it doesn't matter if you put more and make it more expensive.
So, because this one says it's wash, scrub, and purifications and stuff. The ingredients here is glycyl, butyl, glycol, ingredients. I don't know what is all those things.
Is
Then
this
does-
your actual bag?
This is my bag for my thing. This is refreshing toner. I have another refreshing toner. I don't know which one is better.
I generally just use a face wash
Yeah.
and I
Like,
use some exfoliating
here's
pads.
a face wash
Like I
and
could use a
yeah,
face wash, exfoliating pads
Yeah.
to make sure I don't accumulate dead layers of skin on my
Okay.
face.
Yeah.
And then because I have an oily skin, I don't moisturize. So, and maybe at night I would use like a mask because I still have pretty much teenage skin. Like the oiliness
Yeah,
you can
you
see in the
too.
sun.
You too bloody look young, man.
It's because of my job.
Yeah, oh, because of your
Yeah,
job.
we can look
right.
young too.
Okay, so that's enough about the medical side of things.
Sure.
Tell me, you went to Sacred Heart College in Johannesburg, isn't it?
I did, yes, for
And-
most of my school.
And where did you study to become a MBBCH?
Wits.
At Wits.
Mm-hmm.
Did you always knew you were going to become I wouldn't say a plastic surgeon, I would rather say an anti-aging specialist.
No, because you know when I started med school, this didn't really even exist as
Okay.
as not even a
Like
speciality.
Tinder.
It's still not a speciality like Tinder. When I was in med school, it didn't exist as a profession. The way I got into it, I was importing Dr. Ray's cream from
Oh,
Dr.
that
Nauna
guy
210.
from Niner, yeah.
So-
Oh, wow.
And he had a cream that was botulinum toxin-like.
Yeah.
So it was relaxing some muscle on the face.
Wait, before you go any further, how much does it cost for that pee injection?
5,000. Once a year.
What if you can't get the erection?
That's what it helps with.
But how about sildenafil? Doesn't sildenafil help with erections
So
and
that will
Cialis
help
and Levitra?
The blood flow.
Yeah.
But what this does is it changes the tissue quality again. So the venous sinuses grow, and that's where the increased size comes from. And it works better. So it will work and respond better to sildenafil because of the...
For the people at home, sildenafil is Viagra. Viagra is the only thing that I know when there's a cock up, the woman won't send it back for a refund. Sildenafil. So you say it's 5,000 rand per annum.
Yeah.
So in your personal opinion, what is better, to give a V shot or a P shot?
I think what I've noticed in my practice is that when men see the sign and they're like, oh, what is this rejuvenation? And we say, well, it makes it a little bigger, it works better, it gets harder. They're like, I'll do it. And then I say, okay, so it costs. I said, I'll do it. The woman, it's more like they'll look for us because they've got a problem, they need a solution. It's more
What if
realistic.
Okay, so what if your labia majora is too big?
That's something we'll refer for plastic surgery.
Okay, but some guys like it like that, isn't it?
Yeah, then it's not too big.
Okay. So you went to Sacred Heart College, coming back you went to Wits, and then you were importing this
Cream.
Yes.
And people were saying this cream works nicely where the skin is thin. But where the skin is thick, like on a frown, it's not working. So just
So
can't you
in
do the
thick
real
skin
injection?
people it doesn't work.
in people's thick skin. So like here the skin is thinner.
Oh, so you don't have to be thick skin.
No. So in literally thick skin people.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So after 10 people asked me this, I said, okay, well, someone's trying to guide me here. Let me go and just do the course. Because they don't teach you this in medical school.
Right.
There's no section at med school
Right.
on aesthetics or on botulinum toxin or on fillers because they
Same,
think it's
same
not
with
important.
Tinder.
You know, they
There's
throw it
no,
to the side.
Same.
And none of the specialities teach it really. It's not in the curriculums because it's a general practice area. It falls under the general practice banner.
So can I come to you and do this course? Or do I have to have a doctor's degree to do the
So you
course?
have to be a doctor to own a medical practice and to work and inject people. So dentists are allowed, you know, to work around the mouth and that type of thing with lips and because they've learned about that. But I know some of them do it in other parts of the face, but they shouldn't. So
Like your ears.
like the eyes or the frowns, you know, it's not the same. But I did the courses, and then you start accumulating all of these different courses. You do one for toxins, one for fillers.
Wait, it's enough of this medical stuff. So, are you married?
No,
Why?
I'm busy.
Are you busy?
Yeah.
Do you have somebody in your life?
I have somebody in my life.
Yes. Is it a guy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Okay.
Although if you look at my Instagram inbox, a lot of men don't
Yeah, you
accept
handsome.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a handsome fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's my
I
job.
understand.
I never started out handsome.
That's a great answer. Yeah, so there's hope for me. Hey, there's hope for me. There's hope for me. So just demographically, How many people from each race come to visit you if you have to break it down in a percentage?
You know, surprisingly, we have a very nice breakup of people. It's everyone,
Everyone.
equal proportions.
But I bet you there's more Muslim aunties that come see you than anybody else.
No, not at all. Yeah,
Not at all.
very like even.
Very even.
And what's nice about my practice, and which I like about my practice, is we have literally everybody from the very religious Jewish ladies,
Yes.
the very religious Muslim men,
Yes, yes.
and
Oh!
like all of these.
Yeah, they
things
come
here.
for a pea shot, ne? I know they come for a pea shot. The ones with the long beards.
The pea shots is also across the board. Everybody has the same problems.
Really?
And-
Black guys even?
Even yes,
Yo.
yes, that's a myth.
Is it a myth?
Well, it's a myth that everybody of a
Oh,
certain
I'm
race
just
has a
asking.
certain size.
We wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I use rings.
I mean, those are decent sized rings, let's be honest.
All right, stop there. What's new for Dr. Reza? Apparently, tell me about this plane thing.
So it's the first plane in the world that will take off anywhere that a helicopter can take off and land, but flies at 4 times the speed and range of a helicopter, just like a business jet does. So that makes it unique.
Wow, so it's basically a drone that people can sit in.
8 people can fly for 6 hours.
8 people can fly for 6 hours in the Pegasus.
Yes.
And you, the guy that's importing the Pegasus.
No, we're making it. We're designing it here. We have our own engineers. We're designing it.
Wow.
We invented it. It's our idea.
Wow, that sounds like Cecil. That sounds like during apartheid when we didn't have fuel. Then they said, Kobus, kom ons het nie hier petrol nie. Kom maak petrol vir ons. And then Kobus made petrol out of coal.
Cool.
And you guys are making the Pegasus here in South Africa. A
Yeah,
plastic
exactly.
surgeon doctor that went to Sacred Heart School, that's got a practice in Houghton, is making a bloody plane that can take off standing.
I'll send you some pictures, and what makes it more exciting is it's got cool air fans. It's not like the military VTOL that uses hot gas. So if that tried to land here, it will burn the grass and it will burn the people, burn everything. Ours, you can land on grass, on a yacht, on a wooden deck because it's cool air fans. So really you can land anywhere a helicopter can, fly 4 times the speed and range.
Did you copyright this, like patent it?
We patented it, yes, locally on the international PTC system, and patent pending now in US and EU.
Did you patent it in China? It's very important.
No, because we don't, it's not a primary market at first. We'll get to it, but the first is the United States.
They can knock it off.
It's not so easy.
Do you need to be a helicopter and a aeroplane pilot to fly this thing?
No, because of our software engineering system that we're implementing into the plane, we've partnered with a company in the in the UK called Callan Lens, and they've made a software and hardware system that balances the whole plane. So if you let go of the controls, it just sits there. If you push down, you go down. Very easy, idiot-proof.
It's
So
like
you
a
just-
drone.
Easier than a drone. And when you're ready to fly, you fly. So you just need even a private pilot's license with a conversion.
So, because you can't just fly these days. You have to ask the air traffic controller, can I fly there? How is the Pegasus going to fit into that airspace?
It will, just as a helicopter would or a plane would. The difference is you can fly much higher than any other helicopter. So you fly above that traffic.
So it's 30,000 feet above sea level.
30 to 35 for now. We're trying to make it higher.
35, that's like a commercial airline.
Almost. So we want to go a bit even higher, so to be outside of the commercial airspace.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been fortunate enough to spend a lovely morning here in front of a waterfall with the wonderful Dr. Reza. Yeah, I haven't met more dynamic people in my entire life. I meet lots of people, but this is one of the most dynamic people I've ever met in my entire life. Not only can he make you fly like a helicopter in a jet, he can also give you a shot to make it bigger or smaller, depending on what you want.
On the problem. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Nice to see you. Thank you.
Lekker. Don't forget to like us, and don't forget to visit Dr. Mia's website under here. Till next time, I've been Joey Rasdien with Magnanimous Curiosity. I hope your curiosity has been fulfilled. Is that the word?
Sparked.
Sparked. Salute, Master Kinders.